Shout out to everybody rocking with me again. It's your boy Big Vern, App Stupid Podcast, app like you know, app like you got some sense. Smash the like button and subscribe. Coming to you today with a story. Jermell Charlo is in the news for domestic violence, and it's sad. It's sad because there should never be people rejoicing that somebody is in jail for anything. And then also, you should never put your hands on a woman for anything. And it was so weird listening to the leaked audio. And I just wanted to go ahead and ask this question to everybody. Is Jermell Charlo's boxing career over after the audio was released of him beating or punching a woman? And the answer is undeniably hell yes. No advertiser, anybody with some sense is going to actually want to see him on a card. People don't even want to see you get beat up. I mean, this is horrible. And it's not like these guys don't have fathers, because that would be the automatic retreat. Some people would sit up here and be like, well, they don't have a dad, and their dad put them in boxing. Their dad spent his last to get him and his brother into boxing. So he was really a part of their life, and he was really a part of them actually becoming men. But the Charlos they've been a loose cannon factory for a while. They have been out of control for a while. Even if you go back to the whole Danny Jacobs situation in the tunnel at New York, I mean, I think he was doing an interview, and then Danny Jacobs walked by, and Jacobs, Miracle Man, was like, yo, I ain't no punk. You know, what's going on? And he just pulled up, and then from there, things just seemed to escalate. You had Jermell choking out his girlfriend, allegedly, in 2018. Then I think it was the night of the Earl Spence and Urdanus Ugas fight, Jared Swift Hurd is getting threatened by Jermell, and he's telling this dude he's going to beat him and his wife up. I mean, these dudes have been out of control for a while, personal problems and everything. And I think that was the allure of the Charlos, where Jermell would be, they huffing and puffing. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and it's going to be on and pop. It was so crazy. It was so hood. It was so street. It just didn't make any sense. And then when they couldn't really beef with nobody, they was beefing with each other. They was brothers and had heat. It just became an explosive situation. But I'm going to give you all some more context, and I'll be right back after a quick message. So Merry Christmas to y'all. Y'all be safe out here in the Christmas season. Act like you got some sense in these stores talking to these old folks, man. But back to these Charlos, man. He's on tape, and he's bragging about this girl. And that's another weird thing, because I think the speculation early was that this is his wife, because people put two and two together. But the video that she released, he was putting her luggage out, and she was saying that he's mad he got caught cheating, and she wasn't really tripping off that. And so people kind of put two and two together, and they was like, oh, he must have punched her because he's putting her out, or, you know, what have you. But he's being recorded, and he's saying that whatever girl thought that she was tough. And he was like, so I hit her like pow in the eye, and then it swole up and it got all purple. The audio is out there for you to listen to. I won't do that because that's classless. And just it was like how he was telling that story. It was just like, what? And he was just like, this woman, she thought she was tough, and she called the police on me like a regular woman. That's already confusing. And to piggyback off what the general said, 7-8 Sports, make sure you like and subscribe and follow him and his content every day. It was like a regular woman. What kind of woman was this? Was this a stud? Was this someone, who is this trans? I don't know. It was just so much left up in the air. But the fact that he could be that brazen and that over the top and braggadocious about punching a woman. I mean, you had 12 rounds to punch Canelo Alvarez. And the consensus throughout the boxing world was that you ran and you didn't want to engage and punch that man who you was getting paid for, but you would turn around and punch a woman. Again, I don't know the brother. The Charlos, to me, they're just boxers. They go through things, but his brother had a nervous breakdown. And even at the Canelo buildup, Caleb Plant smacked his brother. And it was just kind of like, where are we going with this? Where are we going with any of this? If you try to pin down one moment throughout the whole Charlo saga, it is built on chaos and lunacy. Because at the end of the day, this is just a boxing match. That's it. This is just boxing. And there is no heat where somebody's going to get smoked out or somebody's looking for some. Hey, trust me, these guys ain't living that kind of life. You live that life and then you project what you want onto these guys and they come out and they, trust me, they act like there's going to be something, but it ain't going to be nothing like that. But yeah, it's sad to see this brother it's sad to see what's happened to him. And it's only a few short months because even in the Canelo buildup, when they was doing the leading up to the fight, the 2407s and All Access, he was sitting there holding his kids, talking about this is what you sacrifice for, this is what you love for. His wife is out there by the pool. He's putting on, and I'm sitting there saying, man, you don't have to do that to sell a fight. If you don't want cameras in your house, you don't have to do that to sell a fight. But apparently, this woman is filed for divorce and she filed for a restraining order. He's out on bail right now. Instead of come out and put your story out, you let this audio just surface about you being proud you punched a woman and you being disappointed she called the cops. How crazy is that? Again, like I say, I'm not going to jump on this brother. I don't know him. I wish him well. I wish him well that he gets treatment. Let me just go ahead and say that. I'm not defending Jermell Charlo. I just hope that he gets treatment for whatever's going on in his life. And man, that dude got a daughter. At the end of the day, you want your daughter to see that? Did you put your hands on mama? Come on, man. You don't even want to see your sons looking at you put your hands on mama. And then because they feel like that's love. They feel like that's love. And they got a daddy. They got a daddy. Their daddy's present in their life. It's one thing when you let your fans down. It's another thing when you let your father down. Holla at your boy.